Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisy, and we are back once again in Satisfactory. Let's continue where we left off here. Today, we are going to do a little bit of organization, platform building, and streamlining a little bit. We have no power, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to have to, yeah, I know, do a bit of work. So we might as well clean this up and streamline it. So that way that's organized. We have another iron node over there that we can activate. So that's why I want to kind of streamline this and put it all together so it can all be producing one thing at a time. Our copper looks pretty good, but I think we'll still put on platforms. Why are we over here? Oh, that's right. This is where we ended. We've got some storage containers going here. I will fit one with iron, probably the other with copper eventually. We're going to use this all as our storage facility here. We are out of power, and we're going to continually be out of power until we can activate coal. And there is a coal node. I think it's up there, but we are not in a position to get coal. We have not unlocked it, and I don't even think we're close to unlocking it. Jump pads. We don't need jump pads. Well, I do want to get this, the chainsaw. We have unlocked it, so I think we build it over here in the equipment. And the chainsaw is important because right now we are relying on biofuel. There we go. What do we need here? What are those? Reinforced iron. Okay, a little bit of everything here. Sorry, tick guy. My buildings are kind of in the way, aren't they? So we're relying on powering our machines with biofuel. And right now we're making biofuel out of sticks and leaves. And, well, you know how far those burn. So the best thing we can do is get... I wonder if I can get a platform up here. We'll take those. We'll take those. Take those. And we're going to take... Oh. Ugh, we don't have a lot. I wonder if they're... No, we don't have essential thing. There wasn't anything in the bottom, was there? Oh, there was. Let's take... No, I didn't need that. Stupid silly me. Let's put those back. We didn't need those. I don't think we need this cement, but we'll keep them because we're going to build more of these platforms. These platforms, thankfully, aren't overly expensive, but it will allow easier placement of all our machines so we can get them butted up right against each other and tidy. So, anyway, we're relying... I need more screws. And then we're good. Did I have more screws? I might have to make more screws. We were relying on biofuel to fuel all of our equipment, all of our machinery. And the problem with biofuel is, of course, it doesn't burn very long, especially when you're making it out of leaves and sticks. So the next upgrade for us would be wood. We're going to have to cut down some trees. Not that I want to. Not that our company seems to care, but there is a few trees that are sort of in the way of conveyor belts and stuff, so we will pick strategically. Oh, no, yeah. We will pick strategically. I should make a... No, I only need one. I will, however, make a portable miner. I need that. There we go. Because... we want... There we go. We have no armor. I don't know how to make armor. We're going to have to cut down trees. Trees we can make into biofuel. Biofuel powers machines. Makes sense, right? You have 6. I'm not exactly sure what you're powering there, since the power's put up at that. Oh, those are cleaned up machines. Alright. We need to do some organization. And that's what we're going to do today, is to kind of clean it up and organize, because we are definitely going to have to do expense. There's some iron nodes up there that we want to activate, and that can be run into here or down into there. And then we're going to have to go on a bit of an explorer because I don't know what's next. But let's streamline what we have because this is only the beginning. There's going to be factories all over the bloody place. Hello, is that a little dog thing? It is. So, what do we need to do here? I guess that's next. We have to make those spools. Spools are not hard to make. Is that what we're doing? We'll donate what we have. Is that what we're doing here? Okay. So what do we need here? We need more rods and spools. Spools were made over here. We might as well try and complete some of these while we can here. Rods. We'll take the rock hopper. We will move all this over, but we don't need it yet. What do we need to make spools? Let's go look at our crafter and see what we need to make here. Alright, here. We need wire cable. Rotors, that's what they're called. We don't need. We got lots of screws. We need pipe. Okay. Rods. We need raw iron. Okay. Let's go back over there and see if we can make those because we need those for both things. It'd be nice to complete that off. Let's just put these back for space reasons. No, we might need inventory space. Okay, so we are going to basically start removing everything and reconfiguring from the backside forward. Try and condense this a little bit. Might have to move storage. Oh, yeah, I'd rather have a long conveyor belt to the storage. This will make it easier to build. Hello, pretty flowers. That's almost glow in the dark. You're so pretty. Production is paused. Why is production paused? Why are we wasting energy? I'm not sure why we're wasting energy. Here, what are you doing? You're still making stuff. Well, you're still making stuff. This is what I need. And are you flowing down here? You're just so slow. Well, why are you so slow? What's going on here? There you are. You're still working. You're not working. There's nothing connected to you. Let's reduce that power. No point in wasting it. You're making plates. Fine. You're making rods. Fine. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's what we need. So there should be a bunch of rods in here, right? Logically. So. Such a pretty planet. Unfortunately, our company doesn't seem to care about that. But where are they going? Alright, well, let's let that build for a while. Because we need quite a few. Well, we only need 44 for to complete that. And we need a bunch of rotors. So let's just let that do its thing for a while. Iron's fine. This is the biomass filter here, which still has power, so all the power to it. We do want to put a MK1 miner here. Actually, let's see here. Let's see here. Can we do... want the output to go like that. Now these you cannot lift off the ground, which is fine. But we could put a building starting right here, and those can go through the building into here. So I really don't want to disturb this right now because it's building like things. You look like it's backed up. 30 per minute, 30 per minute. This should be equal. Why is it so behind? It's like it's not fast enough. 30 per minute, 30 per minute. This should be equal. Going out as fast as it comes in, I think it just goes out. I think it's coming in faster than it's going out a little bit. It's a little bit congested. There could be a third. Yes, there could be. There could definitely be a third belt just to make this move a bit smoother because this is producing 60. Technically, these should keep up. Well, let's see here. It doesn't seem to be lacking at all, but these just don't seem to be keeping up quite as fast as they should be. Now, why is that not going forward? That produces 30 a minute. This produces 15 a minute. So there can be 2 of these for every one of those. So there has to be 2 of these for every one of those. This is why we need organization. Maybe we should halt production for a few minutes and get this organized. Yep. Alright. We are going to just take that down. And we're going to take this down. Take that down. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Okay. I'd like to just remove a few of these. Can I get this conveyor out too? Okay, so let's start with building. Those are both going relatively the same angle. Good. It's okay if they're not. Let's just work on this one. Now, that tree might be in the way. How do we do this? Trigger? How do we work the chainsaw? Left trigger. No. Left button. No. I'm not sure. We'll leave it be. So we want this to be fairly even here. Let's get our platforms. Now because we're at the high point, we don't want it to be too high off the ground. Right button. Oh no, we want to. I think, is that gonna be good? Building going through the car. Yeah, I think that's good. So, let's go back to that. Now we want right button for snapping. But it goes covered right over top of the rock. Don't worry about removing those rocks. Is that in the way? Okay. let's put 2 more foundations down and then we can go from here. Thankfully, these are pretty inexpensive. Okay, so those are MK1s. They both are the same size nodes. Now, in order to do this, hello grass, these each need to come into 2 smelters each. Yeah. So we're going to have to come through the wall into a separator. So we'll put the smelters right in line with here. We need to cut this down. I still don't know what to do. Building mode. We want to cut down single area, single. Maybe that's a tree. Oh. I don't like that. Maybe that one's gotta be maybe that's gonna be a 4-foot one. There we go. That's a little bit more even. These ones gonna went down to 1 meter. We just used a little bit extra resources. Okay, so let's put back this place. So we're gonna have to do a splitter. So that's gonna come in through a hole in the wall, and we split right around here. So we want 2 smelters lined up here and 2 smelters lined up there. We probably don't need this big of space. So let's go here. We need smelters. Alright, now let's see here. I think, is that enough space? Those are not lined up. Okay, those are lined up. Those are lined up. This one is not. And if we're gonna do a factory, we need it to be correct. Oh, I can do a right button for snapping to make them even. Let's move these back a bit. Okay, we want it to be snapped. So if we have to, remove that, we're gonna put the other one right here. And we're gonna put it right here. Okay, so it's actually the space. Do we want them a little closer together to a walkway out? I kind of do. Right? This leaves room to walk around all sides or put a conveyor belt if we needed to. So let's move these 2 over. These look really good. And we want to go now can go 1 more over here. I know it's a fussy thing. looks pretty easy to me. Better. We'll be grateful when it's done. Alright, so this takes care of these two smelters. Room on this side, once that's gone, for a wall and a conveyor belt or a walkway. Excellent. We got our smelters done. Is there room here for a splitter? Because that is the key. We could... Can't really put another platform here. We kind of want a splitter right down this center, don't we? So we need a splitter. Ooh, those might be awfully close. If this comes into the wall right here, directly in, this has to go this way. We're going to need more room in this. This is going to have to go forward, so we are going to have to build. These are all going to have to be moved forward one, aren't they? Yep. Because there's not quite enough room here. Even if it was moved up half a foot, or half a foundation, I should say. So let's try and... Let's move it up to here. Is that enough room? Yep, that leaves enough room. Alright. Now I got the first one going here. Alright, so let's move this one. Nope, I had to go up further than that. Now I'm trying to think in my head here while we're doing this. No, no, we need to go further than that. Alright, so I'm trying to think of next. There we go. So we can put another splitter on this side. Yep. Alright, here. Yeah, so the conveyor is going to come into here. So let's build that conveyor first, because these are set. This one. And then we can go from these. We can go to 3. Should I go? Well, we don't have room for a third. Do we go through a third smelter? I don't necessarily think we need to go into a third smelter. But if for some reason we need to do raw ore, we can come up this backside and around. Well, shoot here. Just close this side off completely. I'm thinking. Keep these. Is that how I want it? Is that how we want it? Yeah, because if we have to go to a third one, it should be moved over slightly if it's going to be the third. I don't think we can get a smelter in here. We can. Oh, we can. leave the walkway on the outside. So let's put the splitter right here. Wrong one. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Oh, there's efficiency. Holy moly. Now, that is peak efficiency. Now, we could do the same for here. Is there room? There is once we remove that. We need to build another foundation now. Okay, come on. We need the 4-meter one. I think we're gonna have to step this down after. So I think what we're gonna have to do is have, I'm thinking about aesthetics as well. We'll put another smelter here. Oh, we need pipe. We're out of pipe. That's okay. Let's take the convenient road all the way to storage. These make great highways. I kind of wish we had something to make us move a little faster. Wait, get one more smelter right here. Then we need to get the power up and going so that we can get those smelters running. Ooh, that looks good. Now, do you see how that land on the left there is curving down? It flattens out pretty good. So we might be able to get away with 4-meter. Yeah, I don't think we want all one big factory. This is just the smelter array. Hello, how do I... Apparently these become important later on. We will remove that tree because it's now in the way. Oh, we're going to need a ramp here. We almost need an entrance, don't we? So let's put a ramp. Do we need a ramp? We need a 4-meter. Put a nice big set of doors right here. It's going to be a staging area. Let's put a... one more. Yeah, so we can walk through here because we're going to have another splitter here. Okay. Oh, there we go. Are those lined up? They are. Is that too close? It does feel close, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that should be back a little bit further. So we're lined up to the center in here. There we go. So let's go do conveyor belts from here, 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 here. Now is that because it's full of, or is it still getting, it's not getting power? Must have been what was left from the drill. That looks great. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better of a ratio there. Now, we need power. I don't think one power biomass filter is going to power all these. So, I don't think there's room to put the biomass filter here. we put it here? Let's see how big this is. Not as big as we think. Let's see here. Missing wire, overlapping. Yeah, I can't go there. But it could go here. Could it go there? It could. It could fit there quite nicely. We put it on a platform. Can we put it on a platform? We could put it on a platform. Let's put it on a platform. Put it right here. That'll power these two for sure. I don't know if it'll power all of those. We may need two. One for these, one for those. Or maybe one for this and those, and one for this and those. So, in order to build this, we need wire. We can get wire. Do we have enough to build two? 'Cause that's what we need. Ooh, barely. Alright. It'd be nice to at least get this part done. And then we'll do the next stage, which I don't think we can put them that close. We're going to have to step down, which I'm okay with. So let's go over here and get some wire. It looks so nice. Now, apparently we can change the colors. This orange is okay. But our colors are fuchsia. You know. We need some of those, and we better take some of those. Yeah. Alright. So. This looks good. It looks really good. I almost want to put them into containers right here. Maybe like a couple containers. And then have it filter from the containers out so that this will fill the container full. I can fit through here. Good thing I don't have white hips. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I do have white hips. Yeah. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to. I think these need to go back a bit. No, oh, how did that do that? We want it to go in this back corner. On top of the platform, it has to go. Is it meant to? It needs to be inside the wall. Well, I guess you put that hole in the wall for a reason. Okay, let's see here. Can we get the other one to be moved back just slightly? There we go. Actually, we can even move it up forward. Which means we can move this one forward too. So much finicky work to make it look nice. I understand why now a lot of people don't. There we go, that's a little better. I don't have anything to filter in there, but we do. So, do we have anything to put in there? Split that and we'll put... We have some to get it going here. Alright, so power lines. These both have to go to a power line. Which then... Yeah, because I don't think I can No. That didn't work. These have to go into a power line. So let's see. Can I put the power line? Cannot be right there, huh? Oh. Missing iron. What am I missing? Iron rods. Okay. Let's get one hooked up here. I think I'll put another. Right. Oh, I can't. But I think we'll put another one right here. Yeah. So we need to go get iron rods. So let's. Yeah, we know there's no power. We have to go get iron rods. What we can do though is turn that off for now. I've got a handful here. So what we should do is make another. Can we make a crafter or a port thingy here? Sure be handy if we can. Sure be handy if we can make one of those. A man, sop crafting bench. I need iron rods, but yes, it would be. It could fit there if I had the rods. So let's go make the rods. It'd be handy if I had one of those right here, because I'm gonna have to hand make a bunch of material to get all this. At least get the iron smelting, because apparently we are run out of everything. Okay, so we need to make. Oh, I have ingots. Let's just make rods. We'll get those smelters going at least before we figure out the next thing. This will be well worth it in the end. That way these can just continually produce until we get the oil going, or the coal going, until it's nice and neat and tidy. So that way when we walk away to do whatever's next, oh, there's a lot going on, then we don't have to worry so much about coming back here to a big mess. We're going to make this all into rod, because apparently we need it all into rod. Done? And we're done. I think when we make a crafter here, we have room for it. I have to figure out still the chainsaw, because it looks like that one's going to have to go too. We will use those for biofuel. That one, we might be able to leave. I think we do need a bench here. A bench would be a good thing to have right around here or here. A bench. No, is that? That's our walkway. So let's turn this. I think I put it backwards. Let's try that again. And I don't know how close we want it to the wall. Works for me. Alright, so now we can at least craft stuff. We can move that if we need to. We have enough pipe now. We should be able to at least get our power poles going. So, let's get our power poles in. We're going to want one here. Right. And then one. How far out? There. Let's get this wire going. And I know there's a quick connect to this. And then I can go from here. see if we have enough power to run this. Did I make sure these were all iron? Yes. 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 I don't know if we have enough power for this, but we are going to try. Let's see what we do here. Production, capacity, consumption. 17 megawatts.